What is up, everybody? What's going on? Hello to Marania, who is first in the chat, saying, going to listen to this in the background while I rest. You know what? I'm going to do that too. All right. I'm on strike. Zach, you take over.
Okay.
Huh, I want to go eat a burrito. I'm hungry.
No, I'm not in the same house as you.
Why? I have two burritos.
Because of the aftermath that comes after a burrito.
Well, you should be. It's a first of all, it's the steak grilled cheese burrito from Taco Bell.
There's
the one,
no such thing. As
there is, yes.
And no, the burrito is fine, but there's no such thing as a burrito that allows you to be completely silent.
Joe's at the Devo show tonight. He sent me a video from the show.
Well, it's a great thing. We're not getting copyrighted.
Well, we are now.
By Devo. You know what they said on YouTube? You must flip it.
Oh, that was them.
Yeah, only song I know by them.
They're selling red hats there. It says "Make America Devo Again."
That's kind of funny.
I like that.
I kind of like that. That's clever. I would buy one of those hats.
Are they conservative or are they left leaning?
Maybe it's just a smart money move.
I mean, it's a smart money move, but I mean, if they're far left, you'd think they're like, oh, I would nothing to do with even a mention like that. You know,
that's all of them do that. They do. Yeah, that's their way of thinking. It's clever, but
yeah. Anyway, hello to Jackson, hello to Brian Stam, and hello to One Slick Dude.
So,
greetings,
Zach. I thought you were going to Thunderbolts tonight.
We went yesterday. We changed some things around,
and I hope you liked it because Zach, the other Zach's the only person that's allowed to not like it because he's good and pure.
I had a blast at it.
Well, actually, the other person's great. That's not true. We have Rob Liefeld, who has a hard-on for hating everything Marvel now. Ever since he got snubbed at the party.
Well, that his is personal though. So I mean,
yeah, no, but I mean, like every day that's all he talks about. It's like, bro, can you just talk about comic books for a second?
He talked about comic books for years, and the fans shit on him for it because he's not the right kind of
Well, the other side on our side are also shitting on him too because he's got an attitude problem. So,
well, I said, Rob Liefeld, if he wants to be pissed, let him be pissed.
So the reason I'm bringing him up because he was shitting on the Thunderbolts, and then
I figured as much.
Yeah. Which honestly, the whole name change at the end, and it's not even a spoiler anymore because they actually purposely now advertising it as the new Avengers. Which honestly, okay, cool. The people who are complaining about the movie are the people who aren't even going to go see it regardless. They're done with the MCU. They just want to talk about it. For those who actually want to watch good MCU movies, like Zach and I, it's getting positive reviews.
It was a good one. It's in the top 50% of this latest phase of movies.
Yeah,
it's not as good as Guardians 3. I might have liked it. It's just I liked it a hair less than Deadpool and Wolverine.
You know, Holler Mouse gave a spoiler review, and I watched it on Sunday, and he liked it.
Spoiler review or spoiler free?
No, spoiler. Talk about it.
Yeah.
And I was just shocked when he said that Barry Allen showed up and he took off his mask. He said, Sentry, I'm just like you. I'm a guy. And it's like, and they hugged it out. And that's how the movie ended. It was great.
Sentry was actually the guy who plays him. Who is, by the way, I didn't put this together. But the guy who plays Sentry is the son of the guy who plays the president in Independence Day.
Oh, Bill Pullman?
Bill Pullman's son is the Sentry, and Kurt Russell's son is U.S. Agent. I thought that's actually pretty cool.
That's one of the reasons I liked U.S. Agent because of Kurt Russell. Also because he was written better than Sam.
No.
He continues to be written well.
Changing the name at the end, that is dumb. But that
was
my enjoyment of the movie.
I kind of liked it though. And to be honest, they give them like a whole different logo. I actually like the new logo better than the original.
Honestly, I didn't like the gimmick when we had it in the comic books, New Avengers.
I like New. That was the first Avengers title I ever read. Was New Avengers.
Well, that wasn't. Yeah, well, at the time they were putting new in front of everything they could.
Yeah, it was different circumstance, but still, it's just like, to me, Avengers is Captain America, Thor.
Well, they're also, they realized they were going to become a franchise. Mm-hmm. So you had New Avengers, Mighty Avengers. And then when they relaunched, it was New Avengers and Avengers. There's a way to keep them separate too. It's not like they were New Avengers.
Hold on. What's up? What's up, Pushy guy?
Can we leave that trend back in the 90s where it died?
Can we leave you back in the 90s?
Please take me back to my home. Somebody on Twitter was like, the year is 1994. What are you going to do? And I was like, I'm not.
That is one of the best commercials ever. The What's Up commercial. I love it.
No. It was one of the best commercials until people started quoting it everywhere.
Well, dear God, people should never quote any things. Zach will have a panic attack.
Not a panic attack, a conniption. But that's
not a panic attack, a conniption. I just quoted you. Oh no. Anyway, what's up, Mr. Plushy guy, MG Universe.
Mr. Plushy.
And Jack says their new Avengers. I mean, somebody had to take their place. Look, well, they make.
I said this earlier on Twitter. 3 of them are super soldiers. 1 of them is a god, pretty much. And then there's like a highly trained assassin and a ghost. Like, that's a pretty solid lineup.
Hashtag, we're correcting ghosts. Goodbye, ghost.
What are you talking about?
In the movie.
I missed it.
No, they try to make up their mistakes with the whole ghost character and Taskmaster thing.
Oh, Ghost is a goat.
Yeah.
For the Taskmaster.
Anyway, in '94, I was in prison as a guard. Well, I'm glad you added that part as a guard.
Nice little add on there at the end, Brian. Not that we would have judged. Well, we might have, but
back in my day, prisons were great. In the '90s. Now they just suck. And now they're just daycares.
I wouldn't. I don't know. You know what? Another movie I saw. The other movie I saw this weekend. It's not in theaters. It came out years ago. It's I don't know if y'all saw The Accountant.
I passed up the first one because I'm not a big Ben Affleck fan. The first time I watched Ben Affleck movie in a long time, dude. I watched Daredevil. I watched Reindeer Games. I watched Bounce. After those movies, I bounce on him.
Okay, but The Accountant is probably one of his best acting roles. And they just had a sequel come out in theaters last week or 2 weeks ago. So I want to go
Breen
see
was
that.
I think Breen said he was going to watch because it has a guy from...
one of my best friend, he texted me up. He's like, dude, you want to come over and watch Accountant? I was like, yeah, sure.
Who did you say was in there?
It was
Breen?
John Bernthal.
John Bernthal. Oh, that's what that's what it was. Bernthal.
Anna Kendrick's in the first one. I don't know if she's in the sequel. J.K. Simmons is in the movie. He's fun.
Will he do some Marvel What If comic books later? I mean, as far as reading them, possibly. If it's a What If version of something we've already read, it's more likely that way. But for the comic books, we've been kind of just gonna bounce around to certain titles, so we have a bigger cast, but. We are trying to get some more stuff in as far as we just did the Marvel team up, so we're trying to get some of the more obscure titles we haven't done yet. So I wouldn't say obscure because Marvel team is really good, but it's on the channel though as far as that goes. But yeah, definitely. We are doing some more readings though, but right now we're doing a top 5 where we each take 5 books from our pull list this week, and we count down as far as the excitement. Obviously, these are the 5 books that we're looking forward to this week, and maybe our order as far as it'll change on Thursday night. We'll review at 9 p.m. Eastern again and show off the books we got. So this week, I guess I'll go first. For you tonight, it was kind of hard because a lot of my books were all last week. It just seems that way. Whenever I add on 2 more titles, they all just drop in at the end of the month.
Yeah.
So this week there wasn't that much that I was really interested in. Let me scroll down.
You know what's cool? This has nothing to do with the pull list, but my comic shop, my LCS, they switched over.
Yeah.
They're now using League of Comic Geeks to keep track of the orders and stuff. Like if you were with them. So it's like I don't have to do any work now. I don't have to make sure that something's ordered. They can just look at my pull list.
Alrighty then. Well, that is one of the things you can do. You can directly link it to your comic book shop if it's available. Yeah, that's one of the options. But none of my shops do online stuff. Yeah. But anyway, this is my number 5. This is Thundercats Lost by Ed Brisson and Rafa Labusco or Rafa.
Yeah, probably Rafa.
Yes. The Lost Thunderian warriors, led by Commander Bengali, have managed to invade and capture after crashing behind enemy lines. Now, after taking a refuge in a nearby town, they must begin to learn more about the oppressive foe who is pursuing them. Captain Shiner's regime has this land firmly under his thumb, and the only hope is that Bengali's team has for the rescue to break through the Shiner's defenses to reach their damaged ship. But while they are planning their next move, Shiner's mercenary forces are closing in, led by the mysterious Scorpius, a ruthless bounty hunter with one overriding mission: kill every Thundercat he can find. This has been the better book that Declan Shalvey has been writing. The other one is Terminator, and that sucks ass. So Declan Shalvey has been on Thundercats. This has been kind of like a sprint off, and it's also been connecting. So we had the last one came out about 2 or 3 months ago, so it's finally coming out. But there's a lot, and I say that because the delays. These books went through Lunar and Diamond have been on horrible delays. So by the time you get a book, it's been 3 weeks. That was with the Green Hornet and Mrs. Fury, the 4th issue. Finally got it last week. It's supposed to come out in April, but yeah. So here's something. Mark Bagley's doing a cover on this. He's got a variant. So Clayton Henry's got one too. I know I've known him. Is that a Clayton Henry? That's not the guy who was working with Bendis, was it? I don't think I've Rice.
I don't know.
Clayton Henry, wasn't he a DC artist?
Clayton Henry?
Yeah, I thought so.
It doesn't sound familiar. I guess he did. Clayton Henry Superman. I guess he did work for DC.
Yeah, with Bendis.
Okay.
Did some covers, I think, right?
Looks like it, yeah.
And then we got the Megan Herrick variant. The Mark Bagley giving a cover here too as well.
Oh, Bagley, why can't you just be good?
Why can't he just leave Marvel?
That's not a great cover for Bagley. Maybe it's the colorist. I don't know. Something about that just.
Well, this team is a bunch of outfits. They crash landed on Third Earth. This is supposed to thousands of years before the Thundercats arrive on here with Lionel and stuff.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Bagley's art.
You'll even recognize if you watch the cartoons. This guy on the bottom here actually shows up in the cartoon.
I don't recognize the girl hanging from the tree branch up top either. Like,
yeah, these are all new characters.
Oh, all new characters. Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah, so it's a prequel series.
Gotcha.
It's been fun.
Okay.
We got a Jay Lee ugly cover.
That's actually better than the Mark Bagley. I think it looks better than the Mark Bagley.
Jay Lee draws everything looking Asian Martian. So
it works for cats, though.
So then we have the normal cover, and then I think that's it. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for my cover here, or my say here. Let's go to who wants to go next. I guess would be Breen, right?
I don't have a number 5, so it'd be Zach.
Gas.
Choke. Shot.
Dead.
Well, you're supposed to say it, but not too shocked.
But not too shocked.
Well, this is the first time I haven't had 5 in months.
That's true. That is true.
Even I said there was some. Well, there was one I mentioned last week, but we'll get to that when we get here. But let's go to Zach. Your number 5.
My number 5 is from Image Comics, G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. This is Larry Hama writing. There it is, right there.
I'll just say this: call it Larry Hama Joe.
Larry Hama and Paul Pelletier. Andy Kubert doing the cover when he should be doing the interiors, but Paul Pelletier is also good.
Andy, but I love compared to that, Andy Kubert does really cool in art.
Andy Kubert does do. Really
Andy Kubert was also on the Avengers, right, in the early 2000s.
That's not a me question.
What was that?
Didn't Kubert also do Avengers? Andy Kubert?
I might have done some in the 90s, but I don't think so.
I thought he was. He had a whole little 6 or 8 issue miniseries or like that. He did.
Oh, he might have. There was so many. I'm in the 90s that I lost track of them.
Event, Oh, it might have been Earthrise Heroes. For I think it is that one.
Yeah. I'll look later. This has been really good. This has been a good little series here. We got some variants up there. Jinx.
This is the interior artist, Francis Portella, right?
No, the interior is Paul Pelletier.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Paul Pelletier.
He's been the interior for a while. That one, man, that's a retail exclusive.
I know, right? But you know what? You too can right click and save as.
You too. That's good. I like the whole pulpy kind of World War II pinup thing. That's neat. That's a great idea.
And you don't think you're paying enough for the version, you get the foil version too, which costs more.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right. But anyway, yeah. So this has been a cool story. So different from the Energon universe, obviously, as this has been going on. You've got in this issue, Cobra has soldiers who are defecting from Cobra and trying to get asylum with the Joes. And so Snake Eyes, Scarlet, the whole little ninja clan they have, it looks like they're going to take Cobra costumes and infiltrate Springfield and infiltrate Cobra. So that's going to be pretty cool to read. I'm looking forward to reading into that. What was that? I think it was like the last issue, maybe 2 issues ago. Mm-hmm. They had like a real knock 'em out, drag out fight between Destro and Cobra Commander. That was a blast. But this one looks like it'll be really cool. Snake Eyes is always fun to read.
So Jackson, this is a continuation from the Marvel all the way through. Yeah, it's one giant story.
Yes, Marvel all the way up to where it was with IDW,
because
and then picking up right after that.
I think Hasbro owns the rights to G.I. Joe, so all the way through since Marvel, so they own everything. Mm-hmm. So having Larry Hama doing 40 years or 40 plus years is able to reference stuff. He probably does like the whole see this Marvel years, whatever.
Yeah, Jackson. So this I think it's like issue 300. It kicks off right after I think it was 299. That was like years ago. And it picks up same mission, same arcs, like same storylines, all that. Just picks it right back up as if it was yesterday.
So this is 300. This is 316.
This is 316. Yeah, so it's been at least 16 issues and going, and it's been good so far. I've been liking it a lot. Some parts of it get really kind of crazy sci-fi, like zombie robots and stuff, but I think that just adds some fun personally.
So it says Cobra defectors. When members of Cobra's elite Crimson Guard turn the Joes for sanctuary and for food at the diner, it's an opportunity for Snake Eyes, Kelly Thompson, the Scarlet, and the Ninja team to eliminate the threat of Springfield, Ohio, once and for all. Or is it too good to be true? Or is it Springfield, Illinois? What Springfield is this? Is it Springfield, Illinois, or what? Is it a town, Ohio?
So the Springfield, it's a town. It's a small town, but it's actually a secret headquarters base for Cobra. It's just the town as a front. So
yeah, but I'm wondering, did they say it's in Ohio?
I think it is Ohio, actually. Let me see. I think it's Ohio.
Green's like, that's my house.
Oh. Apparently, there is a cobra just called the Springfield Cobra. There's an actual snake called the Springfield.
Oh, okay.
No, it's in Vermont.
Springfield, Vermont. I guess. Fake town in a state. Okay. All right. Whatever. I just thought maybe he's actually, if it was Springfield,
it's Springfield, Vermont. That's what I'm seeing.
If it's a real town, that'd be cool if he actually throws references to actual like stuff in that town, realistic, So.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been fun. Highly recommend it if you want, that classic G.I. Joe storyline that's been going on for years and years. Yeah. It's great. The art is awesome. Paul Pelletier is a great artist, so definitely check it out.
Yes.
Where we saw him real recently before this, right?
So
who? Paul Pelletier.
No.
He was the one filling in for Gary Frank on Geiger.
Yep.
That's right. He was, wasn't he? That's right.
Alrighty then. So, sir, do you even have a number 4 at all?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go to my number 4. All right. My number 4 for this week is a series that I've stuck with. Maybe because I can afford it. And Zach, Zach, I know you could cut some titles, but this is a book you were reading with originally with me. But then you dropped it.
Probably. I did cut a few fairly recently.
No, it was last year. You dropped it early last year.
Oh, I dropped it last year?
Yes. Because I'm...
wait, is it...
Well, how far down is it? Holy crap.
Blood Squad 7. No, it's not Blood Squad 7.
Maybe I passed it up. I might have passed it up, actually.
Well,
hold on. Yeah, but it was a book that you and I were both reading, and then you just couldn't justify paying that much anymore.
Scorch.
Scorch, issue number 40.
God, it's been going for 40 issues?
Still $2.99.
Jeez. We have to get back on that train.
John Layman took over, and the story is selling has picked up. Mainly because they decided to focus on Jessica more and having her lead the team.
Not Gunslinger Spawn? Boo.
Gunslinger Spawn hasn't been in this series in a while.
Boo.
Because he's got his own ongoing.
Oh, this is the guy who's writing Titans.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Tensions are brewing on the team. What was once a cohesive combat unit is showing signs of cracking. Is this the end of the Scorch as we know it? It's been kind of crazy events. And the lone little Spawn world, they've had some crossovers with King Spawn, where the team actually lost their powers, at least their hell abilities for a while. Jessica had to go kill somebody from her past, re-kill him because he was brought back to life, and she actually had to take him out. Personal vendetta. Also, the person was also responsible for killing Al Simmons as well. So that was, and then so it's been quite a ride for this little Spawn Avengers. They have one member of the team who pretty much is not wanting to be on a team anymore. That I believe that is Medieval Spawn, kind of cracking. And we have a new guy who joined the team. Well, not really new, but he's been on the team before. So, and last issue, he predicted that one of them was going to basically cause the end of the world. So now they're trying to prevent that, while also trying to basically adjust the fact, that their lives are pretty much never going to be normal ever again after just getting used to it.
Ever
again. Steven Segovia has been one of the reasons two reasons. I love the story, it's really great, but the price of the $2.99 in Steven Segovia's art is
$2.99 is a really attractive price.
Now, it is supposed to go up to $3.99 later this year, probably, because everything. But this has a wraparound cover too for $2.99, which is really cool. I missed the wraparound covers in comic books. $2.99 for 24 pages. Feels like 2000s, right?
I know, it sounds like 2005 all over again.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Been a fun series.
Romp.
And then we have the gay variant by Raymond.
What do you mean the gay variant?
Well, his last name's Raymond. His last name's Gay. Is Raymond Gay.
Oh.
So it's a gay variant.
I'm about to say, if that's gay, then that artist is a lady.
Yes. Yes. Unfortunate pose for where the gun is. But we get Derby Bats and everything too. And Volta. Honestly, I thought it was smart for them focusing on her, which is she's pretty much like the Black Widow of the team, giving her more of a push. Where the other ones are kind of like they're okay, but they all have mental issues. Like they're psychosis, and is just causing them to basically not be coherent as they like. But her she has a tragic backstory, and she's kind of had this redemption path throughout the series. It's been really cool. Lots of gore, lots of gunfire, a lot of action, lots of TNA. Not as much as Tarot, but for a current comic book series, they don't hold back.
Tarot.
Whatever.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna just. I said what I said.
Exactly. And
It
Eric
completely flew over my head that he was trying to say tarot. I was like, "What's tarot? Some other comic I haven't heard of?"
That's
yeah.
It's what Tug's bunny eats.
Yep. No, he eats Carols. Talking about.
Then he asked, "What's up, Talk?"
No. He asks. Yeah, what's up there, Zach?
I went to a fortune teller the other day, but she said her tarot cards were in the shop.
I hope they gave her the two book the two book value. No, that didn't work. Sorry. Okay, I killed the joke. Sorry. That's on me. All right, is it me? My number 4, or is it Brains?
I don't have a 4.
Okay, so I'm on 4. Okay.
I was gonna go with this other tarot reader, but I got concerned when she was short a deck.
I think that broke Zach's brain.
That was so obvious too. I don't know how that one got past me. That's an obvious one. Oh my gosh. Every day I'm shuffling. All right.
Just like my Taylor dealer.
Number 4. You don't even have to go looking for it. It's right there.
It's Jack Russell.
Second book on that list. Ultimate Wolverine, issue number 5. We have Chris Condon writing, Alex Lenz doing the art. This is our first, our introduction to the Ultimate Universe Sabretooth.
Wait, it's Sabretooth? That was Jack Russell too.
Sabretooth, man. We're getting
look
Ultimate
at that. Does that look like Jack Russell, the wolf?
I dig it though, man. Sabretooth as like a giant Bigfoot werewolf. I'm digging it. I'm for it. I am all for it. This has been a pretty good series though so far. I've been actually enjoying this a lot more than I was enjoying Ultimate Black Panther.
I'm glad somebody's enjoying it. I'm glad that somebody's enjoying a Chris Condon book.
I was enjoying Green Arrow too. You enjoyed a Chris Condon book.
Yeah, for the first 2 issues, and then I realized it was basically him versus environmentalists. Him and just
I'm talking about Texas Einfield, Texas, the massacre.
That Texas Blood.
No, not that Texas Blood was.
Well, Chris Condon is he's the writer of that. But yeah, you're talking about the
Einfield Gang Massacre.
Ensign.
Yeah, that was him too.
Whatever. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, but he did both of those with Jacob Phillips, which I'm wondering if he doesn't keep him reined in.
Yes.
Maybe.
I think he does.
This has been really good though. So this is Wolverine is this Winter Soldier for Eurasia. The world's kind of remapped with all the evil people that the Maker has in charge of the world. So Colossus, Magic, Omega Red, they're in charge of Eastern Europe and into Asia, and Wolverine is their Winter Soldier. Before he got this mind-wiping process, he was friends with this universe had a Nightcrawler and a Kitty Pryde and has a Gambit and all that, and so he was friends with them, and he's been hunting them at his overlord's commands. It looks like that might be changing soon.
2 issues ago, wasn't it?
What's that?
2 issues ago, he got his memory back.
2 or 3 issues ago. Yes. Kitty Pryde scrambled his brain, stuck her hand in his brain.
She undid the brainwashing.
Yeah. So this one though looks like Sabretooth's gonna come on and I'm hoping for a whole huge visceral fight. So we'll see how that goes. It's been a lot of fun. I like it a lot. It's I think one of the better Ultimate books that are out there. You got some nice covers.
It's just disturbing that Alex Lins looks like Tom Sizemore.
I don't know who that is.
Wow.
Sorry.
Do you ever watch Heat?
No.
You ever watch Saving Private Ryan?
Yeah. Several times.
Same guy. He's in there. Tom Sizemore. Look him up, bro.
Okay.
He's a character actor. Recognize. He just passed away about 3 years ago. It was.
Okay. Did not.
Anyway,
main cover here is by my favorite Moon Knight artist, Alessandro Capuccio. There are some nice covers. Lionel Francis Yu does one.
Is this supposed to be Sabretooth?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry. He looks like the Red Guardian. Is Sabretooth?
Well, he's got that Eastern European look.
He's the freaking Don Cornelius. Or Yukon. Sorry, Yukon Cornelius. Sorry.
I am going to be clawing you to death.
I thought it was going to be more like Zang. I thought you were going to make like a Zangief reference from Street Fighter or something. But
no, I'm not MK. Yo, what's up?
Yo.
MK is Mortal Kombat. But you also have Simone DeMeo variant.
Jeez, why does it blow up the freaking thing?
You zoomed in so much.
No, I just clicked the right button and it zoomed in like this.
My goodness, that's the Steven Segovia variant that you.
Why does it do this?
What are you doing? Right click again.
No, I'm not right click. I'm doing the arrow button. So
that's
apparently when you click on these things, it blows up.
I don't do that. I don't click on the arrow. Like on my screen, it doesn't do that.
Yeah, it will do this. You want to see this?
Oh my gosh, it does. Oh, that's so trippy. I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
That's weird. Okay. That's Simone DeMeo. That's a pretty neat little cover with the wolves inside.
I zoomed in. I thought that was Rocket Raccoon versus.
And then your boy Steven Segovia has a 1 in 25. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah. But do you notice his claws are back?
They look like they have hooks on, like they're curved.
They're the Capcom or Capcom.
Yeah. That's that 90s style. Yeah.
I don't understand because. No.
I kind of like it.
The only problem with that, when they go back into his hand, they would slice through his fingers and just be sticking out his palm. That's why I don't like the curved ones. I've never liked that. Because remember, it comes through here, comes out, and then goes back into his arm. So it'd be sticking out. Yeah, it's like that's why I never understood the whole curved claws thing. Are you guys stupid?
I think it's just a cool look.
Yeah, sure. Just like heat claws.
So yeah.
And the Helverine claws.
The Helverine claws have a place.
They're flaming claws.
And they have a time. It's not now though. The laser claws were too much. I thought when they were like lightsaber looking, that was too much.
Yeah.
I'll take fiery claws over lightsaber claws.
I don't know, but at least we get Alan Ruckman's doing the editing.
What are you talking about? That's Wes from Thinking Critical.
What? That looks more like Alan Ruckman.
No, that looks like Wes, just like well groomed.
It looks like
Lamas. It looks like Alan Ruckman from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
He kind of does look like him. You're right. I think we're both right.
Let my camera go.
I will say Marvel does have also the most attractive assistant editor that I've ever seen on a comic book.
Yeah, she's in a lot of these books, and I know how much she actually does.
I don't know how much she actually does, but it's a really nice picture compared to these other guys.
Well, okay, not. Yeah, she looks good in that picture, but there was a picture of Heather Antos where she looked really good, but she had like this come hither smirk. But then every other picture you see, ever looks like situationally at best.
Well,
but Heather Antos has also put on a few.
I've also noticed they don't update.
She's had a few too many milk.
That's Heather begging for peanuts.
To put in her milkshake, of which she might have had more than enough for today. That's mean of me. I'm sorry. That's mean of me.
Worse than what he did? I don't know.
Oh crap! I meant to check with Richard to see if we were still allowed to make fun of Heather Antos.
Are we not allowed? Oh, is he? Does he defend Heather?
I'm not sure. The way he's going, he probably does.
Good Lord.
Today, apparently, Critical Drinker was making fun of that chick from The Last of Us that looks like she got hit with a sledgehammer.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yep. I know the one. He got it. It was copyright struck, I think. They took it down.
But, I mean, I said, good for him. I'm glad he's damseling for her, but let's be honest. That is one ugly woman.
She looks just like her dad.
Yes, she does. I saw that picture. It was scary.
Oh my gosh. And the girl who's playing Abby, who is actually in the game, Abby's supposed to be the more manly one compared to Ellie. They got the ugly chick playing and then they got the good-looking girl. He reversed the roles. The daughter is actually from Justified, but she's also the youngest daughter from Last Man Standing.
I think she was also the voice actress they used in the last Uncharted game for Nathan Drake's daughter.
You know the Blue Sky contingency is lobbying to have that ugly chick play Rogue.
Oh, I saw that. They wanted to be Rogue. The other one I saw was Margaret Qualley. Is that her name? Is the one from she just did that movie with Demi Moore. That chick. That
Moore just did a movie.
Demi Moore just did a movie. It was with the skin thing where she takes this drug and then she the better version of herself crawls out of her body and I think it's Margaret Qualley. Some people are saying Margaret Qualley. I think it is. They want her to be Rogue.
I saw someone else that they were recommending. Oh yeah, Margaret Qualley. I see her now. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought. I've seen her picture. Here's how dumb I am. I saw the picture and I thought she was.
How dumb are you?
I thought she was Daniel LaRusso's daughter from Cobra Kai.
Oh, totally different actress.
I think that she would. Wait, that's not the same actress.
I said totally different actress.
Totally different, yeah.
I
think she would be good though. I would watch what's her name from Cobra Kai be Rogue.
All right,
you do it.
So, Brand, you don't have a 4?
She's an improvement over Ugly Stick, but
anything is an improvement. We can get Anna Paquin back, and it would be an improvement.
Anna Paquin talked about coming back.
I would be okay.
I think for the
honestly,
new
with
movie,
all the other Fox X-Men coming back, it's kind of expected.
I think she might be in the new movie, with the Doomsday one.
Yeah, I mean everybody's in that one.
Anyway.
I'll
go to my number 3, and then we'll work the way down to Breen again. Hopefully, Breen has number 3. But my number 3 for this week is a series that I came across last night. And I got a little excited because I was like, "Oh, Robert Kirkman's involved in this series." And we'll go down. He is a co-creator with this series. It's called Blood and Thunder. He is back in this. It's basically set in a far future where Earth has integrated alien species into a new society, and Blood and Thunder plays a whole new set of rules and a whole load of new crimes to solve. Bounty hunter Akildama, Bledsoe, and her cantankerous talking gun. Yeah, it's an AI gun that talks. Thunder are the best there is at bringing in the bad guys. However, when Galaxy's most dangerous criminal breaks out of prison, Blood's hunt, delivers her down a path that will unlock the secrets about her past, present, and future. And that's when things get really bad. 40 pages for $4. Really good.
Robert Kirkman has a thing for talking accessories.
Robert Kirkman co-created story, is working with artists E.J. Sue, and Benito Sereno is doing the writing. We also have Russ Wootoon doing the lettering. The only downside of this is that the covers, I'll point out. Is she Charles Xavier female with bald?
Yeah, the covers aren't great.
The hair is just weird, and then she changes race.
That's actually the best cover too.
Look right here. How did he go from this to this? It's like Beyonce. Like, I want a cover. There you go, Beyonce. Yeah.
That one's not bad. Is that J. Scott Campbell?
Yeah, J. Scott Campbell, 150 variant.
Yes, I'm good.
Yep.
I'm good at picking out J. Scott Campbell.
But I mean, like,
That looks like Cassandra Nova, and there's a gas cloud behind her head.
That's what I was noticing. She's kind of got like a Starfire kind of hairstyle, where it's just a cloud. I don't know. That's the only downside, but otherwise, the downside of this. But look at that beginning cover here, though. The stuff. This could be good. I hope it's really good. I'm gonna take a chance on this. I know that Robert Kirkman has been talking to these guys, gonna come on and work with the story. He wanted, he's basically spring launching them, giving him a chance through Skybound. He also basically collaborated, with the story. He's just not doing the dialogue. So I think it'll be good. For $3.99 for 40 pages, I think that's a good deal. And Kirkman will not put his name on it unless it's a good book. Or at least he has faith in it. I should say that. But that is my number 3 for this week. All right, we go to Mr. Breen finally.
Okay, first I'd like to say congratulations to the Cleveland Cavaliers for looking at a championship and going. Blew a 7-point lead in the last 30 seconds.
I mean, they're named after a car, aren't they?
They're lost both home games. Number 3, JSA.
All right, I was wondering we were going to start talking about that. The aftermath of last issue. Events. Kind of a sad cover.
Oh, well, wait a second. Okay.
Thank you, Ted.
Take the microphone away from Lum. She doesn't want people to hear her hairballs.
Well, I think the Cavaliers must have been spending a lot of time around her.
The Society in mourning. The Society and the rest of the hero committee mourn the loss of one of their own. But as the dirt settles, the JSA needs to find a way to stop the Injustice Society's plans, and the world is doomed. 32 pages for $4. Here is a Jerry Ordway variant, which actually is intriguing me to pick up this book just for the cover.
That is cool.
Yeah. Anytime I can get Jerry Ordway art.
That should be the main cover.
I don't know why it wasn't, but I guess they wanted to do the other one. So wait for the load. But yeah.
Now is that the one that's just like $1 more?
$1 more.
Oh, I'll definitely I'll drop the $1 more for that.
Right.
On a 3-book week. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Todd Knock doing a 1 in 25, which looks more anime. Yeah, it's hello. Todd, are you looking for 4K? It's not here.
That's pretty cool. For Hour Man, that's one of the better covers that he's been on.
Oh, sorry, wrong book. That's a previous book. I thought I was clicking on the thing. So, the Sweeney Boo isn't. I always get Sweeney Boo and Honey Boo Boo mixed up.
Why is she a thing? Or he, whoever it is. I don't get it.
Why are you complaining if you don't know who it is?
It's just not good comic art. It's
Did they quote
art?
It's just not good, period.
Thank you.
Is that supposed to be Alan Scott?
It's Alan Scott when he's been working at the lighthouse.
He's had a beard.
No, I know that, but he looks like he's looks like a raccoon attacked him above the nose.
Yeah, I always knows. Yeah, those are triangle.
That's brutal.
The only one that actually looks remotely good is Sandman.
I need one of those for when I change the litter box.
I know, right?
or Dr. Fate's. Either one.
Yeah. Every time I look at this looks like I'm like, oh, is this Space Ghost? With the glowing eyes and the mask and stuff, the cape.
I don't know, but just from the looks of that, I'm sure Alan Scott would be very interested.
Oh yeah, counting the abs.
No.
Oh, he's talking about the bottom part, the cod piece. It's bigger than the hourglass. No. Well, maybe it's only that size for a limited amount of time.
Only for an hour.
Yeah.
So at least didn't have to worry about calling his doctor.
Hey, right? Yeah.
Look at Zach that I pretend to be too mature to take part in this conversation.
Zach doesn't know what we're talking about.
Zach's the only one of us that has a woman in his life. I think we should probably.
Hey, I have my mom, but not like that.
Wait a minute.
That's not the same.
I have a woman, but not in the way that Zach has.
Fucking hell.
That is not the same.
Brain has a mom too, but she's in the garage.
Oh my gosh.
Somewhere. Anyway.
Yeah, that's right. I probably walked by her last night.
When she calls out to
you didn't say hi?
She did.
Well, she probably said boo.
Yeah. Maybe that's why you're sneezing. Did the cat accidentally knock over your mom?
Oh my gosh.
From all the way from here?
Maybe you left. You remember you said you couldn't find the urn? Sure, it's not inside there by you.
Well, if you could see that garage, you could understand. We could have lost my mom and my uncle in that garage if they'd still been corpses.
Oh. All right. I think we'll go move on from this subject here. Jeff Lemire's giving me a stink eye. All right. Let's go on to Zach's number 3.
My number 3. We've got number 1 book of the week, according to League of Comic Geeks, Absolute Superman, issue number 7.
That's because Dick Grayson does. That's because Dick Grayson's not coming out. The new Nightwing.
Wait, what's that?
That's because Nightwing.
When Nightwing comes out, Nightwing's always the number 1.
Yeah.
Oh. And people say women don't read comic books.
Hey,
I don't know.
Fans love good dick.
Fans love the cake. I understand. Fans love the cake.
The cream doesn't rise to the top unless it's good.
Okay. This is good, though. Absolute Superman. This has been a great read. This is Jason Aaron writing. Artist Carmine de Giamin... Golly, dude. Domenico?
Gia de Golly, dude. That's a weird name.
That is a weird name. It's only slightly less weird than his real name. Yeah, this has been great. This is one of the best Absolute titles that are out there right now. They just kind of did the whole origin of how this version of Superman came to Earth. And now we're getting to like the Brainiac of this world. They've kind of teased him a little bit here in the past, but now it looks like he's going to be like full on in the spotlight. And you can see they're doing some of the things that he does, bottling up whole civilizations. Looks like he's got some like creatures and monsters bottled up also. I think
it's like Kandor in the middle of like destruction. He just bottled up.
Yeah. Just, I don't know. I think it looks like it'll be really, really cool. This says, okay, so according to the synopsis, he has stolen alien technology that's at the heart of Lazarus Corps' success. And he operates out of a seedy lair packed with bottled cities that he tortures relentlessly.
Brain.
It's like this is like a Criminal Minds version of Brain.
You paying attention? You know what he said?
Bottled cities.
No, I was watching the Reds achieve a base runner. And I got excited.
You need to stop watching the Reds games. They only win when you're not watching.
They don't win. They don't win when I'm not watching.
They won 24-2 when you were not watching.
I was watching, but I wasn't. I couldn't give my full attention. I had it on.
But I want to say something real quick though. It has the horrors of Absolute Brainiac revealed.
The horror. I don't know.
Well, no. The inside joke is whenever Engeltine says horrors, it comes out like sounds like horrors.
Comes out something like horrors. I get that. I get it.
Bottle City.
Too late, sir. Too late. You missed your run. You're out.
I'm out. Thanks. Later, bitches.
This is a blast. It's just under Absolute Batman, just ahead of Absolute Flash, only because Absolute Flash hasn't had as many issues yet. So yeah, this is my number. What do I have it? Number 3.
Yes. His stolen alien technology is at the heart of Lazarus Corps' global success, but he operates out of a seedy lair. packed with lots of seeds. He tortures relentlessly people who say bottle cities just to hear the faint chorus of screams. Who is the mysterious Brainiac? Why is the Hulk? Why? The last son of Krypton. I don't know.
Mystery sells the book.
He just looks like he's naked in this. It's like, I'm going to play with my bottles while I'm naked.
Dude, he's got like his brain exposed. Like, I don't remember Brainiac ever having his whole brain exposed, too. I don't know. That's interesting to me.
It reminds me of the villain from starts with the V. He's from the Legion villains. Legion superheroes villain. The what are the Fearsome Five? What do they have in the future? He's no, it's the other one in the future for the Legion of superheroes. He is the one, the monster, and he was just in the Summer of Superman annual. He has the giant brain exposed, a big white body. Mm-hmm. Like a monster. I forgot what his name is, but that's what it reminds you of. It kind of a little bit of Frankenstein.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see him.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's good. All right, that was your number 3. Now we'll go to something that I have just been enjoying.
X-Men. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Secret Six.
Nope.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Jeff the Shark.
In a world where Zach watches Monday nights. That's your clue. That's your clue.
I was watching Thunderbolts Monday night. Florence Pugh.
Tonight's issue is Teen Titans Go.
Oh my
Number 3.
gosh.
And my issue, or my number 2 for the night. Yes. It's party time, partners. Dick. Oh, the Texas Robin seems so familiar. Sorry, can't do Starfire. Cue up the laugh track. The Titans are going sitcom. Inspired by the way too many sitcoms, when Robin gets caught trying to plan a surprise party for Starfire's birthday, he invents the new alias, Texas Robin, his identical twin cousin, to explain who the party is for. Costume changes and misunderstandings abound, lead to the reveal of that the birthday Robin thought was Starfire's is actually Sookie's. Mystery sells the book.
You know, I remember back during the original Teen Titans, they had like this whole gag for 1 or 2 episodes that Robin and Speedy, because they were the same character model, they looked exactly the same. I wish they would put Speedy in there because that would be
Speedy
funny.
has been in this series.
Has he been in this?
It's been Speedy versus Robin competing for Starfire.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, because they were always kind of like the friendly rivals, always competing and everything. But like their character models were exactly the same, like the height, the face.
They literally are in this. So they have different hairstyle. They have the different hair color.
Yeah. That's really the only difference. That and the costume.
Yep. And that Speedy is cooler than him.
Speedy is cooler than Robin.
And Robin can't handle it, so he always gets revenge.
Robin has burgering. Speedy
Ivan Cohen is back writing on this. This is issue 3 with Marcelo Di Chiara, who's also been along with the ride for the Teen Titans Go, even all the way through since 2013. We just read Teen Titans Go to the library. Another fun book.
Library.
Dude, those ratings get over 1,000 views. They're crazy.
That is crazy.
I know, right? They come to see Raven and Starfire. And Starborg.
I'd be surprised if they were coming to see you.
I would too. Because I'm not on camera. Anyway, let's go to your number 2, Mr. Breen.
Pop Kill.
Pop goes to kill.
Another good book. What's all the way at the bottom?
That's sad.
Well, yeah, it's full of misogyny.
Right?
It's full like it's going Speed Racer.
It's full of Jimmy Palmiotti. Oh, yeah. The beautiful Dina Deluxe, a scientist in the Fizz division at Popso-Cola, is on the verge of creating a formula that will make soda 50% fizzier, keeping it carbonated longer than any other brand on the market. A breakthrough like this would put all the competition out of business in a heartbeat. Popso's main rival, Fizz One Cola, hears the rumors about the discovery, and they activate their best man, John Pyle, to take care of the situation. His orders are to convince Dinah to switch sides. If that fails, to eliminate her. However, if they meet, the attraction is undeniable. And the third option kicks in, one which triggers repercussions from both sides. Or repercussions, whatever you want for both ways. All right, it is $6.99. It is a good story. I've never read anything by Dave Johnson before. Jimmy has been helping out with it too. Not Quirks, but Jimmy Palmiotti. And I'll just say this: these covers have just been awesome. Very James Bond-ish kind of styles. But look at these covers, bro. Hughes.
Adam Hughes doing
cover B.
Doing only Adam Hughes could do that.
The Fizz One sticker on
the pinup face,
the hot dog,
everything.
The guns and next to the eat drink. I love it.
So what's the variant on that?
This is the variant.
No, I mean like one in what?
No, that's just the other cover. It's cover B. I
suspect that you have to get to the shop pretty early to get a cover B.
I will be there tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Bankman will be camping out like you said. Tickets.
You're gonna have like my LCS. Like when you get there before they open, like there's a line outside the door when it's free comic book day. That's what's gonna be the situation to get a cover.
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna get there and be like, all right, got this covered. Sorry, we didn't get our books in. Then I gotta wait an hour for the other shop to open, and I race over there. That's usually how it goes every week. If I'm looking for a specific cover, but sometimes I'll call ahead and be like, "Hey, can you hold this cover?" But it's not the last issue. I thought it would be a 3-issue series, but this actually is. No, I think it might be a 5-issue.
Interesting.
Or 4. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's been a fun series. And if you love the patriarchy, you should get this book. Your father said so.
That's right. Your comic paw says go out and get this book.
Yeah. Zach doesn't get the joke though.
I got the joke. I just didn't have a good comeback.
It was a wrestling joke, so no, you did not get the joke.
Comic paw is a wrestling joke.
The patriarchy.
No, it was famous before that.
Yeah. No. Anyway, that is Breen's number 2. We're on to Zach now. The pressure's on. What is your number 2, Zach? Is it JSA?
No. Negative. We'll circle back to that. Spoilers. My number 2.
We don't do circle backs here. The new
Fantastic Four Fanfare, issue number 1.
I knew you couldn't resist it.
It's not Ryan North. This is an anthology series. It's going to be 4 issues. Each one focuses on a different member of the team. And there's different writers that have been attached to Fantastic Four throughout their history.
$6 for 40 pages.
And so this one is going to be, it looks like it's going to be like a mostly Human Torch-centered issue. So you've got 3 different writers. You've got Alan Davis, who's really good. He wrote the Avengers War Across Time miniseries.
Which ended bad.
Andrew Wheeler, I'm not familiar with. Mark Waid, of course, he's written a bunch of stuff, including Fantastic Four.
Okay, here's the problem. Alan Davis is a phenomenal artist. Seeing him up there listed as writers, that just hurts.
Well, he's listed as both.
Well, I think Sarah Pacelli's doing the art. I think Alan Davis probably just did one of the covers.
Alan Davis, I think he's writing and drawing that story.
If he's writing and if he's drawing the story, I'm going to get it.
He's writing and drawing his section.
Yes, Life's a Gas is one of the second story. He's doing
both. So there's 3 stories. One is Mark Waid writing and Ramon Rosanas drawing. I don't know who that is.
Andrew Wheeler. That's an inventory story because Mark Waid, I know, isn't working to Marvel right now, is he?
No.
I thought he was exclusive to DC.
I think he might be exclusive to DC, yeah.
You realize, of course,
this might be something they've had on the shelves. I know the next issue that comes out, Jonathan Hickman's got a story in too. So they just, I don't know if these are shelf stories that they've been holding on to or if they're new. I don't know. But you got some interesting covers here. This is the cover A. This is from Matteo Scalera. That is a much better Mark Bagley cover than the Thundercats. Much better. It's much better. Trust me. Then we got that one I really like. That's the Simone Deneo one. That's got a nice anime look to it.
This is the 125.
Really like. I dig that one.
Where you have Reed's arm making the 4.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, actually. You never see Reed doing that. It's always Human Torch. Then you got, this is a John Byrne.
The hidden gem. The one they've been waiting to release again. So, how much of this art has he done for them that they're just sitting on and they're just going to release?
Probably way more than they should be.
Hey, at least it's not attached to a bad book. Is normal Mark Bagley.
Yep. That's a Nick Bradshaw. I don't know who the Thing is supposed to be fighting in that.
Atuma.
Oh, it's Atuma. It is Atuma.
He's Atuma.
No, it's Atuma. So yeah, you got that one. That was
normally cool. has a red V thing.
Yeah, I can see the helmet now. The helmet's kind of
and he's got the Crocs on. Sorry.
They do look like Crocs. I don't know. Nicoletta Baldari. This is a connecting cover. It's weird. Reed Richards looks 12. And that's the Sarah Pichelli.
She is doing the story with Wheeler.
I thought her art was better. I remember her art being better.
That looks terrible.
Yeah. That's not great looking. She's doing the art on the Andrew Wheeler story.
Yep.
And I'm not familiar with Andrew Wheeler.
The only thing that looks okay is the Thing, because he looks like, and honestly, that looks like every else people draw the Thing, kind of like rubbery.
Yeah, I don't.
Johnny's like, ah!
Yeah.
I don't know why he's like that.
So, but it's fantastic. I can get a Fantastic Four book, and I know at least 2/3 of it'll be good. So, I'm okay with that.
And what's the price on this?
This is
$6
a $6 book.
For 40 pages. Where I told you the other book I was getting for Robert Kirkman, it was 40 pages for like $4.
Yeah. But I can still afford it because I get a discount at my comic shop. So
that's good. Well, you can afford it because you're hardly buying any books.
I have 6 books this week.
That's
one book did not make the top.
That's a lot for you.
That's actually pretty. Actually, let's see. No, next week I have 8 books.
Jackson says all those covers suck.
They're not the best. Jackson's kind of got a point.
Rhaegar says this. They said the cover gets a 1.
They're not something their best. The Simone Deneo one is the best one.
And how's it going there? Cheeseburger and Comics. What's up?
So, but this is my number 2 book of the week. I'm excited to read some Human Torch without the mustache too. That'll be nice.
Let's see here. Ryan Pam said he's getting Space Ghost Johnny Quest, Ultimate Wolverine, G.I. Joe, Ara. Teen Titans Go for the Great Nephews, and Herculoids as well. I forgot that Herculoids is coming out this week. Ooh, we may know what Brian's number 1 is. It's not Herculoids though. You may have forgot about it, though. Brian, did you know that Herculoids was coming out this week?
I didn't get the first one, so.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I thought. Anyway, we're gonna go to my number 1. My number 1 was already talked about. That was Pop Kill. I think that's gonna be great. It's gonna be huge. We're just gonna keep winning.
Huge.
Yep.
I'm sure Jimmy Palmiotti must love people complimenting his book in a Trump voice.
It's probably the first time he's got praise and well. That's from somebody other than his Yes Men.
Listen, when this Jonah Hex omnibus, when that omnibus of his Jonah Hex,
I may give that a shot, but only after I got to finish reading the original.
I'm gonna go buy it like day one because that is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm about a fourth into the original, the '70s one, and I'm just
the Palmiotti run is really good.
Intrigues me. They got him looking like Clint Eastwood from High Plains Drifter. You know, they got the Clint Eastwood model. Yeah, the thing face. I've always wondered though, whenever they show Jonah Hex when he has a lip there, and he opens his mouth wide, there's no way he's not ripping that. The skin thing like this, because when he closes, it would be like the logic behind that whole thing is if he closes, it'd be a flap skin hanging there.
Yeah, but it's comic book stuff.
I know it's
like
cool
the curved claws on Wolverine. It just you do some stuff just because it looks cool, not because it's logical, but because it looks cool.
Although I would love to have Clint Eastwood before he dies direct a Jonah Hex movie.
Oh gosh!
In the style of his spaghetti
western. He would
never
do that. It's way too.
He didn't want to do it, but he didn't want to do the comic book movie starring in it. But who knows?
I don't think he would go for directing one.
And I would have his son be Jonah Hex. So, anyway,
and then get Robert De Niro's son to play the love interest.
Please, I saw that.
I was today years old when I learned about that whole situation. Yeah. I wish I hadn't, but
no. Zach, or actually, it's Breed's turn. Breed, what is your number one?
Johnny Quest, Space Ghost, Space Quest.
Nice. Well, go hold it up here. I think it's higher actually on the list.
It's way
Space Quest, coast to coast.
There, very good. There it is.
Right next to Silver Hawks. Hawks. At last, the meeting the Cosmos demanded. No, not the Cosmos from Fairly Odd Parents. The Quest family is legendary for how far they'll go in spirit of exploration and discovery. But now that they're headed for outer space, Johnny and the gang and Haji are brought into to investigate a mysterious, potentially alien spacecraft being held at Area 51. And where there's a spaceship, there's bound to be aliens, right? Aliens. What happens when Space Ghost and Johnny Quest cross paths? The greatest entertainment event of the 21st century. That's what. Brought to you by the acclaimed creative team of Johnny Quest. $4.99. It doesn't list how many pages it is. Probably normal, 24. I think.
Joe Casey.
Sebastian Perez. So, was Joe Casey, which one was he doing? Johnny Quest?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not the Space Ghost guy.
No, it's David Pepos.
I wonder if it would have been better if David Pepos, but we'll find out.
Well, it's the Johnny
You Quest like both, right?
So.
Yeah, you like both.
Well, yeah, they're those two, Dick Tracy and Jesus Christ, Flash Gordon.
Yeah,
they're all four fantastic. So that's
Joshua Milton variant. Over B. That's cool.
It's not bad.
Derek Chu.
Better.
I wonder if Johnny Quest will flirt with Jan.
I wonder if they'll get caught by Club Ops.
I wonder if is it Jezebel Jade? I wonder if she'll show up.
And hook up with Space Ghost.
Yeah.
But where will that leave Race Banyan?
Drifting. Yeah. Chad
That's
Harden.
kind of cool.
Yeah, Chad Harden variant.
I like that.
Little cartoon dog.
It's very Joe Madeira.
It's very Our Man.
Which is a fine look. It's comics.
Well, let's speed this up so we can get to the trades before we go.
All right, that is your number one. All right, Zach, what is your number one?
You already know.
JSA.
JSA issue number 7. I do not think Wildcat will be dead. If he is, he will not be dead for long.
I think that the next person who takes over the book will probably retcon it and say he's alive this whole time. They'll acknowledge it. That's DC.
I mean, the whole thing about Wildcat is he always has 9 lives at any given moment. So
all
he's
right.
kind of immortal.
This week's trades: Batman Volume 5, Dying City, Dying Chip Zdarsky.
Dying City.
Out of the top row here,
Wow.
Kingdom Come is what I'm looking forward to.
That's something you don't see every day.
Batman and Superman on cover?
No, guy strikes out 5 times in the same game.
Wow, what luck.
They don't even have a 3 is like a golden sombrero, 4 is platinum. What would 5 be?
I don't know.
Zirconium.
Probably the worst thing you'd probably see every day is actually if an umpire called the correct call. And everybody would be upset then.
Wow.
They're probably I was talking to your buddy Jay Lucian about this. I can't wait till they get robots umpires.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Well, if they call the play right down the line, sure.
You don't think somebody could hack a robot, rig the system?
I mean, what's the difference then? If they hack it, at least they can. There's cameras; they can see if anybody's rigging the system. But anyway, Kingdom Come, the complete series, complete events for $10, compact size. I'll be picking this up because it's one series I kind of held off because I don't want to pay $40 for a trade. Really
fair.
And these are nice compact size, little digest size. I can just read it. So, alrighty then. Invincible is being released again. Yes, volume 9. Through manga size. It's a manga size. $15.
Kirkman never saw a re-release he didn't like. Right? Did it with Walking Dead. Now he's doing it.
But here's this though: if they're able to capture the manga audience, sure, go ahead for it. 0 Hour Crisis in Time, Part 2. Nice. Dan Jurgens and Jerry Ordway.
Annihilation, the Annihilation Omnibus. That's worth looking at.
$125.
Keith Giffen, Lanning, and Abnett. Some good stuff right there. Cosmic Marvel.
Nightwing Prince of Gotham. Is that the Tom Taylor crap?
What's that?
Nightwing is this?
No, that's not Tom Taylor. This is like
352.
Al Higgins, Tom DeFalco, Will Conrad on art.
So
the artists.
This
isn't Tom Taylor. This is when he had the red suit. I think this is around maybe New 50. Yeah, it's New 52. New 52 Nightwing.
Look, Trinity, Generation S. And look, Outsiders. And look, Epic Collection, which is the
that's what we want. That's one of the best Avengers covers.
Court Marshall.
That's one of the best ones. That is the.
And
that is one of the single best issues I've ever read of a comic book. Avengers 230. The supposed trial of Hawkeye.
Yellow Jacket?
No, they'd already done that. Yeah. But Hawkeye supposedly killed Egghead in issue 229. So they have to go through like the show trial, which is basically a formality. But Hank Pym makes a speech in that, and then he leaves. His scene with Jan at the end is really, really good.
I just saw that coming from Rager, or not Rager, but Jackson above him. We need a variant cover where Space Ghost is standing over Johnny in bed. Superman cover.
No, we don't need that, Jackson.
He's like
Action 457.
Superman Final Crisis, Legion of the Worlds. Jeff Johns or George Press. There you go.
Nice.
But I heard that Final Crisis was hated.
I think this is different. Let me see.
There were a bunch of side series.
Okay.
A couple of them weren't terrible. The Final Crisis issues themselves were not good.
We also got Vampirella, the original Warren archives. This is volume 1. This is issues 1 through 7. If you do not have those in magazine format because they're expensive, get a soft cover, $35. Then we have Godzilla Rivals number 4 with Lennon McKenna. Volume 6, Marvel Governor Works, The Spectacular Spider-Man, Volume 8, hardcover. And look, you can get the crappy L. Milgram direct market variants. Not good. I don't need that. Jennifer Blood. You can skip that because that's not the good Jennifer Blood. That's the daughter version. Where they retconned everything. Horrible art in there. But that's it. And then Sunder or whatever that is. Small Beginnings. Mad Cave. Look. That is it for this week. Oh, and the X-Men is that you don't want those at all, or Avengers.
That's not the one you want. That's the e-viewing one.
Yeah, Judy calls. Although I will say this,
that could have been a real. I could have probably pitched a better story for that.
Exceptional X-Men, where she's wearing a revealing costume, kind of like that. I was shocked.
The Kitty and Emma dynamic. I hate that they call her Kate now. By the way, that's dumb. But I like the dynamic between Kitty and Emma. But then having these three newbies, I would replace them with characters that are
kind of how I feel about the Gail Simone one. Get rid of the New Mutants.
No, see, in that one, the New Mutants are fine because it gives you people for them to teach. But they're not teaching. This is like, no, we're a team.
Come here for the main
street. You don't just make new people to be on a team. You have to have some experience.
Experience. Yeah, I'm good. If I want to read New Mutants, I'll read the original New Mutants.
You should read New X-Men. That one was not the Grant Morrison one, the other one.
And Rhaegar is also backing up as far as the Annihilation on this, saying that that'll be a great deal, not be disappointed.
Annihilation is great.
Both JW and DG have both been great. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
I can think of one drawback to getting that omnibus.
The price?
It's $125.
No. Marvel's doing Jonathan Hickman's doing some kind of cosmic thing. We're trying to bring all that shit back.
Yes,
it's not going to be as good as what's in that omnibus, and I can say that, and I know that for 100% certainty because it was brilliant, and Hickman's just not that good. And if he's not, the people that are working with him sure as hell aren't. Or I should say, even if he is, I said it's. His X-Men thing was doomed by the people around him, not having a tenth of his talent.
I just want to say that we are at the end of tonight's stream. We're also 9 subscribers away from getting to 1,000. So if you know anybody who hasn't subscribed, go twist their arm and click the button for them. And with that being said, if you haven't done so, please go to I Love Comics. In a few minutes, we'll be doing a cover ranking over there. So Zach, you are since you decided to take the night off, you're going to come over with us and hang out.
I'm being conscripted.
More like kidnapped.
Kidnapped. You know what? It's John Byrne Avengers covers. That's not something you have to twist my arm to.
Speaking of it, don't forget to contact the kids.
Oh, I will, but I don't know if they'll listen.
Well, we need Amy's pep.
We'll just bring in MK. He's got pep.
All right, well, say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Later, guys.
Later, guys.